Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Motor Mike Media, and as always, I'm Motor Mike, and I'm here to talk about the 2021 Jeep Gladiator. Now, all the pictures I'm using today, well, the credit goes to FCA and Jeep. They're their photos. But everyone was so excited when Jeep announced a new pickup truck. And we speculated what the name was going to be, and then boom, we got the name, Gladiator. We saw the reveal. People were so excited, and it sold like hotcakes for the first few months. And then the sales kind of dropped down. People really expected this to just take off like crazy. It came in hot and got cold kind of quick. So what Jeep was trying to do is add more trims to add more pizzazz. We got the Mojave, which is their desert off-road trim. We also got the new Eco Diesel engine added to the lineup. And for 2021, they want to add even more trims. There's a lot to talk about, so let's get started. We'll start with styling first, the front end. Traditional Jeep Wrangler, I really like it. Circle headlights. On the lower trims, they're incandescent bulbs. As you go up the lineup, you can either option in or come standard with the LEDs. They have a great little halo. It looks really good on these Jeeps. The signature slotted grille. Overall, the front end is mean and aggressive. And depending on what trim you get the big steel bumpers. You can move the end caps in for better approach angles. It's a great front end. I know a lot of people wish it would be a little bit different. I kind of wish it would be a little bit different too, just so it stood out between the JL Wrangler and the Gladiator. Because sometimes when you're driving down the road, you look afar and you see that coming, you're like, oh, it's a Jeep Wrangler. And then it comes by and, oh, it's a Gladiator, because you didn't know until you saw the bed on it. But anyway, it's a great looking front end. Let's go to the side profile. It looks pretty good, actually. It's a little bit long in my opinion compared to how wide it is, but it still looks good. Great body lines. I really like the wheel flares on there. Depending on what trim you can get those color coded. The off-road trims have them higher up, allowing you bigger tires on there. There's a lot of different rims throughout all the different trims that can make this vehicle very street oriented or more off-road oriented. Very aggressive looking wheels. The side profile looks great. Traditional truck only comes in a 4-door, but it still looks very good. The rear end. Now I heard a lot of people complaining about this, that it's too plain, kind of looks weird. I like it. Nice and simple. Jeep spelled out in the back in big bold letters. Nice simple lights. As you move up the trim levels, those become LEDs. But overall, I think they did a great job with the exterior looks. Now let's go into the interior. The interior, yes, it's just a copy and paste of the JL interior. But the JL has one of the best Wrangler dashes ever. They've improved the materials, the fit and fish quality. Everything looks pretty good. When you sit in it, a nice steering wheel in front of you. The upper trims will have leather wrapped with nice stitching on it. Great buttons. The Jeep buttons are pretty good. They're a decent size, so even if you're wearing gloves, you can still hit them, no problem. In front of the driver, a nice gauge cluster. Analog gauges off to the sides. Nice helper screen in the middle. It's a pretty good size screen in the middle. Great information. It can go through a lot of data for you. Your touch screen. Your infotainment screen is a Uconnect system. And depending on what trim, you can go from a 5-inch screen all the way up to an 8.3-inch screen. Uconnect is a great system, easy to use. You can hit an icon, drag it, move it around, make it easier for you to operate. When you get the off-road packages and stuff like that, there's an off-road camera system you can use. You can see things in front of you, which is always great when you're off-road. There's a lot of good tech and features in there, and I talk about it quite a bit. Now, below there, you have all the nice hard touch buttons. I love hard touch buttons. They look good, they feel pretty good, and the good thing about them, like I said before, you can wear gloves while you operate them. Overall, the dash is good. They improve the material quality. On the upper trims, you can get very nice stitching on the dash. The seats can go from just plain cloth to nice leather cloth. New colors for the different interiors, depending on what trim you get. It's a great place to be, and it's pretty spacious. So, let's talk some hard numbers now. The Jeep Gladiator. Standard engine, 3.6-liter Pentastar engine. It's found in a lot of FCA products. It's good, it's reliable. In this application, it makes about 285 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. Pretty good numbers. Now, I heard some people saying that, you're towing a vehicle or towing a camper or something like that. It feels a little sluggish and stuff like that. That's why they introduced the Eco Diesel. Now, the Eco Diesel will be more smooth. Technically, it tows a little bit less, but that makes 260 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque. Now, that's very good numbers. I would probably go for the Eco Diesel myself, but overall, If you want to tow, depending on the configuration you get, you can tow up to 7,600 pounds, which is very good, best in class, and your payload is 1,700 pounds. Very good numbers for the mid-size truck category. Now, if you get the off-road package like the Rubicon, you can get 11.1 inches of ground clearance. Obviously, the Gladiator itself is longer than a traditional Jeep, so you still have very good approach angles, very good departure angles. Your breakover angle, that's what's kind of lacking. Some people, when they take this vehicle off-road, because it's so long, some of the smaller trails you really can't fit down, or if you're going off-roading, you can kind of get stuck in the middle there on a big rock, so pick your lanes appropriately. Very good numbers across the board. This is a very good truck if you're looking for a truck that's different, that stands out. So let's talk about the trims. A base Jeep Gladiator is the Sport. That starts about $33,500. Kind of expensive in my opinion. That is a bare bones truck. Stick shift. Yes, you can get stick shift still. It's standard equipment, 6-speed manual. You can option the 8-speed. It's a ZF transmission, found in a lot of FCA products. Very good shifting. But that's a base model. You're talking about crank windows, none of the thrills, the smallest screen. But it's your way into the Jeep Gladiator lineup. After that, for 2021, you have the Willys Sport. That's basically an appearance package on top of that. Nice wheels, more aggressive tires, the little Willys stickers around there, different grille. It looks really nice. They started doing this with the Jeep Wrangler, the JL, adding this Willys package to spruce things up. It looks good. I really like it. That starts about $35,500. After that, you go up to the Sport S. That gives you more standard equipment, as well as having the option book open up to you. After that, you basically have the Willys, regular Willys. That's basically the or the Sport S, I should say, with the Willys package on there. So you get that Willys appearance. That's about $39,000. For 2021, you get the 80th anniversary edition. That gives you some nice gussied up stuff in there, nice wheels and stuff to celebrate 80 years of Jeep. After that, the Overland. Now, basically, the Overland's like the Safari for the regular Wrangler. It's the street version, as I would say. More street-oriented tires, bigger wheels. It comes standard with the body-matching fenders. You can still get the regular black roof, or you can option the body-colored roof. It looks pretty good. It's a nice. If you're not going to take your Jeep off-road, that's probably the one for you because you have the better tires. It looks more bling, if you will. After that, you got the Rubicon. That's the one if you want to do some serious off-roading. Like I said, you get that 11.1 inches of ground clearance. Big meaty tires, the fenders are higher up, you're a little bit more lifted up, more Under Armour, you get the auxiliary switches in there, all the off-road goodies. It looks great, very rugged. Then you get the Mojave like I talked about. Now the Mojave, they start at the same price, they're both $44,000. The Mojave's for like you're in the desert. You're supposed to be doing Baja, stuff like that. Now when you get that, you have different shocks. It's a different Fox reservoir shocks. Overall, if you're driving on the street, it's a little bit more firm and stiff compared to the Rubicon. But the Mojave, it looks cool. The regular Rubicon, everything's red. That's their accent color. The Mojave, everything's orange. It's a cool look. Different hood. It's got a hood scoop. Not functional though, but it looks very cool. It does a few things to stand out between the Rubicon. I personally would probably go with the Rubicon more just because I'd rather have a little bit more smoother ride on the highway. Now, for 2021, you even have a higher trim. That's the high altitude. That's the luxury decked out version. It actually looks very sharp. Body matching fenders, body matching roof, big wheels, low profile tires. You get all the nice leather options, a little bit of quilted leather there, the biggest screen, a lot of the tech features. That's about $52,000. And Jeeps are getting very, very expensive, but at least they're adding things like the Willys Sport, the Willys. These in-between models that give you a little bit more options, a little bit new appearance around it, trying to fill up their lineup. Overall, I think they're doing a good job, but I think they can do a few more things. And what I would like to see is a good old 392 engine. They put the 392 inside the four-door Wrangler. That's going to be great when that comes out for purchasing. I think they need to put it here too. A big old V8 making about 450 horsepower, 455 or 50 pound-feet of torque. That'd be awesome. It would sound great. It'd be a nice muscle truck. Or they can outdo me and just put the Hellcat in there. I think either way, putting a V8 in this truck would be amazing. Another thing I worry about, or not worry about, but wonder about, are they going to put a hybrid system here? We know about the 4xe coming out for the regular Wrangler 4-door. That can get you about 50 miles of MPGe. I've already made videos on that. You can check that out after you watch this. But I'm curious, will they do something like that here in the near future? Who knows? But I want to know what you guys think. The Gladiator, it's an awesome off-road truck. Now, there's a lot of trucks in this category, and this category is red hot. You have the Nissan Frontier. It's about to get redesigned for 2021. I'm excited when that comes out. You also have the Ford Ranger. They added a trimmer package to it. It's very aggressive when you get those off-road goodies on it. You also have the good old Honda Ridgeline, and you have the Toyota Tacoma. Both those vehicles, yes, they're both very different, but they're very good options for you. As well as the GM twins, the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon. There's a lot of good trucks in this category. Each of them have their pros and cons, but it depends. What's the kind of truck you're looking for? Would you rather have more comfort, more off-road capability, a truck that truly stands out? Everyone has their own opinion on styling or stuff like that, but there's so many options out there. Test drive them all. But please, if you haven't already, check out my channel. I keep trying to give you guys more and more content, whether it be cars, trucks, SUVs, combustion engines, and EVs. A little bit of everything. And please, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you guys can stay up to date with the latest and greatest from my channel. And as always, I truly appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll check you out in the next one.